Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well at home. So, students, today I will deliver a lecture on the Indian Constitution. This is the first chapter of civics of class 8th. So, let me introduce myself. This is Ma'am Meenakshi, DGT in Suraj School, Rewari. The learning object of this chapter is that you will be able to learn the meaning of the Constitution, the need of the Constitution, and what are the main features of Constitution. Beside this, we also be able to understand the challenges faced by the Constituent Assembly at the time of drafting our Constitution. A Constitution is a set of written rules and laws according to which a state is governed. We can say according to which a country is governed. In Constitution, at the place of country, state is written everywhere. So you have to remember this thing that in the Constitution, state is written instead of country. So we can say that a country's government runs according to the rules and guidelines of the Constitution. Now you must be wondering that what is the need of the Constitution? Actually, Constitution helps us to understand about the political system of a country, how government made, what is the process of the election in any country, how laws are made. All these guidelines are given in Constitution. Beside this, Constitution also ensure that the citizen of a country enjoy their fundamental rights. To make our Constitution, a drafting committee was set up in the year 1946, and the chairman of that drafting committee was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, and the other persons were N. Gopalaswamy, Krishnaswamy Iyer, and K. M. Munshi. The Constituent Assembly took 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days to frame it. It came into force in January 26, 1950. Now, we will learn about the main features of Constitution. The first main features of Constitution is written Constitution. This is the world's largest written Constitution. It means this Constitution is the world's lengthiest written Constitution. This is the most bulkiest Constitution in the world. The second main features of our Constitution is federalism. Now, it's a new word for you, but in a simple way, we can say that federalism meaning the division of power. Division of power, it means that our government runs at 3 levels. The first level is central level, the second level is state level, and the third level is local level. Okay. So in this way we can say we have 3 layers of government, 3 levels of government. First level is at the central government, where prime ministers and presidents work, and state level it is chief minister and governor work, and at the third level it is the local level where Panchayati Raj govern. So this is federalism. The third main feature of our Constitution is parliamentary form of government. Now, what is parliamentary form of government? In India, we have parliamentary form of government because the head of the government is Prime Minister, not the President. Okay, the head of the government is Prime Minister, not the President. So, this is the parliament form of government. Prime Minister make the government, and he also made the council of his ministers. Let me explain you one thing more, that there are 2 types of government: parliamentary government and presidential government. But in India, we have only parliamentary government. Head of the government is Prime Minister, not the President. But in presidential government, President is the head of the government. In America, presidential government is there in America. Because head of the government is president, there is no prime minister exist in the government of America. But in Britain there is parliamentary form of government like India. So in India also we have president also, but the head of the government is prime minister. Let me explain you this thing. The head of the country is president, but the head of the government is prime minister, and prime minister run the government with the help of his council of ministers. Is it clear to everyone? Fourth is division of power between the three organs of the government. Now, there are three organs of the government. We already told you that there are prime minister and president and parliament. And there are three organs of the government. In the previous class also you have learned about the organs of the government. There are three organs of the government. First is legislature, second executive, and third is judiciary. Now, what is legislature? What is the role of legislature? Legislature make laws. Okay, executive to implement law. Means executive implement laws which are made by legislature. Okay, and the third one is judiciary, which protect laws which are implemented by executive, but if they are violated, then they are protected by judiciary. The next feature of our constitution is fundamental rights. These fundamental rights are given by us, by given every citizen of our country by our constitution, and they are 6 fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are mentioned in the part 3 of the constitution. The next main feature of our constitution is secularism. Secularism means country will not officially promote any religion. It means every citizen of our country is free to follow any religion. Country or state will not object any person to follow any religion. Last topic of this chapter is challenges. You all know that our constitution made in almost 3 years, because it's a very large constitution. Beside this, there were so many challenges were faced by the members of the Constituent Assembly when they are framing the constitution, when they are framing the world's largest written constitution, we can say. And it was very difficult to make a common constitution for a vast country, because India is a very large country, it's very vast country, so it was very difficult for the members of the Constituent Assembly to make a common constitution for the whole country. Second, many princely states did not want to merge in India. They want to be independent. They never wanted to merge in India. And mainly Kashmir, Junagadh, Awadh, Hyderabad, they were the main princely state which did not want to merge in our country. And beside this, you all know that at the time of independence, our country also divided into 2 parts, India and Pakistan. So it was also a great challenge for the makers of our Constituent Assembly to face a great financial crisis in the country. So these were some challenges faced by the makers of the Constituent Assembly, but still they were able to make a constitution. They were able to make a largest constitution of the world. And in this way, we are finishing the chapter. I hope you will all understand. Let's meet in the next class. Have a nice day, students.